Thank you, Brandon. I'm out here at Steller Field with senior first baseman Adam Furnas. He and I are about to play some catch. He's going to do a lot better at it than I am, but we're going to learn more about Adam and what his career has been here at BG. All right, so you're a senior on the ball team. You've been here for a few years. You're obviously one of the captains in the program. What's it been like as you've gone through the program and have taken on more leadership roles? What has it meant to you as a player that's been here for 4 years?
Yeah, I say it all the time in a lot of these interview things, but I'm from Bowling Green. I'm a Bowling Green kid, so I grew up coming to these games as a young kid. So I always wanted to play here, always wanted to wear these colors, and obviously as a freshman it's kind of hard to step into those leadership roles, but it's been cool to transition into one of the older guys and kind of help lead the charge a little bit. So
I noticed you're an alum of BG High School.
Yep.
You played hockey
Yeah.
there. I heard you were pretty good at hockey. You were captain of the team.
I was okay.
Did you ever consider not playing baseball and coming here to play hockey?
I didn't. No, I wouldn't have been able to make this hockey team. The way college hockey works with juniors and stuff like that, these guys out here are a lot more skilled than I was. So I grew up around hockey. My dad was the Bowling Green Youth Hockey president growing up, so I love hockey, love the sport, but yeah, I wasn't skilled enough to be able to play with those guys.
Position did you play in hockey?
I was a forward.
Forward? Okay. Now, when it comes to you on the baseball field, you obviously have played first base your entire career. What has it taken for you individually to become a guy who went from hitting probably like 230, 240 freshman year to now 340 and above 310 pretty much past 2 years?
Yeah, I think one thing that Coach Halleck has kind of honed in on since he's gotten here is making sure your routine is locked down, and I think that's been a huge thing, whether that's what I'm eating day to day, whether that's what I'm doing in the weight room, whether that's coming out and getting some early work done, just kind of keeping the routine the same so that every day kind of feels the same, so you can get a lot more consistent. We talk about wanting to be consistently good instead of occasionally great. So I think just trying to make sure the way I'm doing things every day is staying the same, instead of, I think when you're younger it's kind of hard to do that. You're still getting your feet wet, kind of going from class to class and stuff like that. So I think just being more comfortable with what I'm doing day to day has kind of helped a lot.
What is, because I know Kyle, he got it upgraded to manager a couple years ago. What's he meant to you on a personal level as a player?
Yeah, he's meant a lot. There's a lot you could say about Coach Halleck for sure. The way he goes about his day, the way he talks to the team, the way he makes everyone feel comfortable, and he means a lot. It's kind of hard to put into words, but he's been a great addition to the staff, great addition to the program with a lot of the stuff he's done with the alumni and getting that base like started and kind of booming a little bit. It almost makes you feel good leaving the program to know that you still have that opportunity to come back and watch and come back to practice anytime you want and stuff like that. So he's been a great addition to the program, a great addition to me personally. He's helped me out a lot just through talks in the coaches' offices and stuff like that, kind of just helped me grow as a person and as an athlete. So yeah, he's been absolutely a great addition.
I think it's hard not to mention this season in particular, the fact that you guys went on a little bit of a skid,
Yeah.
the 14-gamer. How hard was that in the locker room, coming to practice after each one of those games and trying to get that monkey off your back? How hard was it to kind of keep your focus and turn things around?
Yeah, in the baseball world, it's what we call a slump, right? Seems like everything you're doing, you just can't get that one to kind of keep things going. And this team that we have is super close. You see a lot around the athletic world right now with the transfer portal and people wanting to leave and stuff like that. And I think one good thing that our coaches have done is not recruit the right athletes, but also recruit the right people. So we haven't had guys that have wanted to bail on us. We haven't had guys that have wanted to do stuff like that. So we're just super close. We stayed together. We knew that at one point it was going to turn around, and once it did, we kind of get rolling, and we've kind of seen that recently as we won our first MAC series and games are starting to be put together. So we knew it was going to happen, and that was kind of the main focus, is to keep our confidence going, and then we'll go from there.
Break it up, get here, Brad, Very good,
So this is your final year, am I saying
Yep.
that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the one thing that if you look back at your career and as you finish out this season, what's the one message or lesson that you want to implement on the guys who will be coming back next year? What's the one thing you want to instill in them as a leader of the team?
Yeah, I think one thing that we talk about and we try to ram home is just kind of how special this place is. You see with the outpouring alumni support and all those guys coming back and stuff is that this program and this place means a lot to a lot of people. And I think that's something I didn't realize when I was a younger kid. I mean, you're just excited to be here, you're excited to be playing college baseball, and you may not realize how special it is that you're doing it here. So I think as a younger kid coming in, don't take this place for granted, don't take this coaching staff for granted, don't take the juniors and sophomores and freshmen of this team for granted, because we have a really skilled team and they can do a lot of special things. So just don't take it for granted at all and maximize your time, I guess, would be what I'd say.
Who's a guy in the locker room right now that you know that'll be coming back next year that you have a lot of confidence in to kind of take over as being maybe the captain or one of the big leaders on this program?
Yeah, we have a lot of leaders on this team. Some of the younger guys that just initially come to mind are Tyler Ross. Ever since he even stepped on campus as a freshman, he's been a big energy guy, been a big leader guy. He's come from a lot of teams and high schools growing up where he was in a leadership role there. So he's been a big help. Kyle Gurney, our catcher, he's more of a lead by example type of stuff. Obviously you can see with the way he plays on the field and the way he goes about his business day in and day out is very professional and very, very on point, and a lot of younger guys can look at that and be like, okay, that's the type of player I want to be too. So that class in general with Kraus as well, just that group, Gage Shank and Owen Recker on the mound, we kind of have a leadership group already going, and those guys are all on it, and I see them not taking a step back in that leadership role at all.
And I guess another thing I got to ask you, as you're winding down your career, what's one memory from your playing career here that you'll always cherish forever? That's something that maybe you'll tell your kids and grandkids one day.
Oh, I haven't even thought about that. My sophomore year, we swept Toledo here at home to open up MAC play. That was a lot of fun. I don't know. It's all been so memorable. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here a lot. So just hopefully the best memory is soon to come. So we've got a lot of time left and a lot of games left, and hopefully we can keep stringing them together and make more memories to end my career. So.
And I know this season maybe hasn't gone exactly the way you guys have wanted to, at least at a record perspective, but how are you guys going to be able to start stringing together some of those wins to finish up the year strong and maybe make a push for a conference title or something? How are we going to do that?
Yeah, so one thing that this team definitely doesn't lack is confidence. We all feel good about the type of players we are, and we've shown spurts throughout the season of the type of team we can be, and we know that team's in there. So if you're looking at the MAC standings right now, you have two teams that are playing really, really well at the top, and besides that, kind of 3 through 11, it's still kind of all up in the open. So we know that, and we know that we can't take any more games off. As you said, we kind of started off slow, so there's no more time to waste, and I think that little sense of urgency will give us that push to maybe make a run to make top 4, get in the tournament, and then anything can happen there. So that's kind of the goal right now is using that sense of urgency we know we need to make that push.
Well, Adam, it was a pleasure to sit down and talk to you.
Absolutely.
It's been a lot of fun watching you play the past couple years. This is only my second year here, but it's been a lot of fun watching you.
There you go.
I wish you guys all the best of luck as you guys wind down the season.
Thank you.
I'm rooting for you guys. I'll be here plenty of times, and I wish you the best in everything you do, whether it's here in baseball or anything down the line.
Awesome.
So
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And for BG24 News, I'm Steve Iwanek with Adam Furnas. Back to you, Brandon.